money to launder. That's not barn doors.
I try not to.
Guys, it's the end of history. It's caged and frozen still. There is no other pill to take, so swallow the one that made you ill. Blockchain basement.
That was so
Really?
far.
Really? I'm making you just
Wallow in that.
Bum, 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 bum. You ready for this? I'm ready. Welcome.
If you're going to screw me, at least pull my hair.
Hell yeah! What you got?
They could start chopping off fingers. They're like, give me your seed phrase, but I don't know it.
Out to give the numbers out. And I was like, no, hang up the phone right now.
Or like when it dropped in 2020, was it like exciting?
400,000 to 600,000. The generational signals are now.
Level. So I don't even know if we're going to get back below there. But if we do, that's kind of where we...
Welcome to Blockchain Basement. All of my simps here in the dictatorship. We have a great show that I have dutifully planned out to perfection. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome to Crypto Naughty, Ryan Anderson, MVP, Chili Rainbow, Daniel Seja, Justin Eubanks, Crypto Shark King D, Mike Vollmer, Robert Young, Scotty Swing, TJ's Chicken Salad, Mario Catanese.
You skipped over someone.
Tyler Durden. I didn't skip over anyone. Bisat, Sincere, and Cali Crypto Dude. So, yeah, welcome. This is Blockchain Basement. Normally, TJ doesn't let me host this show, but today...
Is Deco dying?
He did.
Voodoo IPA.
Voodoo IPA. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. Today is another dictatorship, or another Thursday in the dictatorship, and it's also Thirsty Thursday. So,
wait, are you drinking one of the beers that are pushed to the maximum amount of testosterone deregulation?
Prison arms!
No.
Wait, any more beers?
There it is.
He's only 16 years old.
17 next year.
And drinking on the stream.
This young fighter.
Oh, seriously, though, I owe you for this, man.
16 years old.
I owe you for this,
Hannah
Nick.
is a mere 14 and a half. Drinking moonshine out of a glass jar.
Who do you guys think's older, me or Hannah? Check, go in the chat.
Anyway,
then we can do the show.
We already know by the facial hair.
Yeah, and the wrinkles.
Well, you'd be surprised.
You've gotten girls.
No,
And the SSRIs.
Yeah, let's
Smash them likes. Yeah, go ahead and smash that like button. Prove that you are not a Fed. Prove your allegiance. Pledge your fealty to the dictatorship.
Nick, you prove you're not a Fed.
What?
Yeah, you've never proven you're not a Fed.
Ooh,
Do I? I don't even have to.
Yeah, you do. That's what a Fed would say.
Okay, first of all. First of all.
Yeah.
Feds wear masks.
Yeah.
I do not wear masks.
Uh-huh. Not even in the bedroom?
Look, we can't get into that right now. But look, how are we all feeling today? Today's kind of a weird day, okay? Like we're all still processing what happened to those people in the submarine. We're also processing a lot of other things that we'll get into soon. But let's just gonna go around the blockchain, as it were. And I want to ask everyone how they're doing. BJ, let's start with you.
No.
How are you feeling, bro?
Well, I'm wearing a shirt that says "Don't be a salty bitch," so if that puts it into perspective.
Is that how you feeling?
Yeah.
How can you not be yourself?
Yeah, I'm buying cryptos, doing things, playing with toys. That one of these. I'm sure.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, of course, I got it.
bro.
Wow.
How does everybody know what this is?
I already put a bunch of third-party software on it too.
Nothing is safe.
Nothing is safe.
Literally.
It does not unlock the Lambo like it claims.
If you haven't already, go ahead and watch the Sean Ryan Show. It is a fantastic podcast.
Yeah,
not as good as this one,
How long
but
have you been on Sean Ryan show?
bro, I'm going to be on the Sean Ryan Show.
No.
Sean Ryan is going to ask me on it as a crypto expert. I'm going to be on his show.
Dude, Vigilance
speaking
Elite.
it out. That guy is
Yeah.
lit. He actually just, funny enough, he just became a Christian.
Really?
I love to
In his
hear it.
in
Oh,
his
so he's going to do
40s.
terrible stuff and just
Here
then
we
BJ,
he can
look,
repent
there's
for his
a
sins.
spot for you at church, my friend. He actually read the Case for Christ, and that's what turned him around.
Vigilance
Anyways,
Wow.
The only
Man.
good part about Christianity is what they stole from Buddhism. Just
oh,
saying.
for God's sake, look,
Here
Just
we go.
saying.
we're not even going to go there. Right
Yeah.
now. Hannah, how are you
Jesus
doing?
was enlightened.
Hannah, how are you
Dave,
doing?
I hope you're doing.
I'm doing good. Love.
The chaos.
That's it.
You're a
Did
big,
I-
Love.
you're a big fan of Sheen, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, we were just talking about that. Sheen is not my favorite designer. Don't shop at Sheen. That's
It's
it.
trash.
That's my advice. Shop small businesses, support small
Is that
businesses.
like ghetto white seal?
It's a
It's
Chinese.
like ghetto Fashion Nova.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a Chinese. I think they're made in China. Chinese.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
just sell very cheap clothing and they overproduce clothing, but they are probably one of the number one retailers right now in the whole world. The United States for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They're trash. They're terrible. Drew, how you doing, man?
Doing real good. Had some fun with Polyswarm NCT over this past week.
Yeah.
Took profits. Felt great. And
Take a hit.
I mean, I also got an L airdrop that was awesome. It's just random, boring accumulation market activities here. And yeah, at the homestead, filled up my freeze-dried foods, topped off the old 9 millis.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
feeling great. You know, I
Nice.
just got to start cutting some trees down. I got to cut a lot of trees down next, and I have to install basically a new attic staircase. So a lot of work ahead.
You know,
but we're
I did
getting ready.
that when I first moved into my house and installed a new attic staircase.
Yeah.
Just go with the wood one, the whole metal one, and all
Oh,
that
totally.
crap. It's so stupid. So just get the wooden one. It's
Like
it's
the
great.
fold down from the ceiling one, or like
Yeah, the pull down with the cord. So I had to
Yeah.
rip my old one out and then put a new frame in and everything. So it was, yeah. Nick, you're gonna pick up the new Liquid Death Greatest Hate Volume 3? Yes, I will. I will pick up all the Liquid Deaths all the time. Decker, how are you? And then after you answer, I have a secret mission that I need you to do.
Okay. Yes, sir. First of all, I'm pretty good, guys. Thursday feels like Friday. My
does.
cousin, who's about 6 months older than me, by the way, spoiler, I am actually younger than Anna by how many days? You're March what?
22nd.
22nd. I'm 27th, so I'm 5 years younger than her.
5 days.
Sorry, 5 days. No, my cousin, like I said, he's a little bit older than me. He's married, and he just had his kid 2 days ago.
Hey.
So he's probably not going to see this, but shout out Luke and Brooke, little baby girl. So
You're an
I'm
uncle?
really happy for him. I'm his cousin, so not really an uncle.
Oh, true.
But
Sorry. I'm
we're
sorry.
essentially, he's like Decker, your uncle. And so.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm
Okay.
super proud of him.
Cousin.
He's been kicking butt, especially he got a kind of dealt a crappy hand sometimes in life in general. So anyway, proud of him.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, and it was all planned and all that. So it was it was great. It was good for
Yeah,
him.
Planned Parenthood.
New life, new birth. It's a beautiful thing, just like when you first get into crypto. Decker,
What's the mission?
your secret mission is I left a Corona in the freezer upstairs. Could you get that before it explodes?
Oh, in the
You don't have to
freezer.
bring it down here, just put it in the
Not
fridge.
gonna explode.
It's in a glass bottle, and it's.
You just remembered.
Do you
may be-
understand Caligula
Why is
properties?
it up there?
Why does everyone think I'm making Tim work on Christmas? Where did this come from?
True is making Tim work on
I
Christmas.
need
Tim
chemistry
Warren?
bro to explain Caligula
lumberjack.
properties to these plebs.
Okay, hang on. Let's look at the crypto prices.
No.
Bitcoin 30,575. This is Lunar Crush. +1 in the chat if you like the Lunar Crush interface or if I should use something else. Ethereum $1,800. Tether is still around $1. USDC still around $1. XRP 47 cents. Cardano at 27 cents. Dogecoin is at 6 cents.
Cardano's
let's
slipping a little bit, BJ.
Yeah, that's fine. It's on sale.
Oh my gosh. See, this is the problem with Lunar Crush.
Did he take it with him?
Probably.
Might have.
Here, you want one of this? This one's spicy. Voodoo Ranger.
Oh, IPAs? No.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, this doesn't work. See,
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the gainers and I get all these like meme coin garbage
trying to
crappies.
increase my
I am
fucking
bearish
estrogen.
on this layout. I just got to be outward
It's
about
just so
it.
sexy when you like look at. Oh, good,
Oh, that's fantastic.
nice.
How is this different than anything
Oh,
else?
FTT token, 32% pump.
Yeah.
Guys, are we going for it? Are we going for? See now the chart. Oops, the chart's kind of like cool looking. Kind of like the chart, but again,
Like a shark?
well, yeah. Just note for BJ, if we can move my window at some point. I know
Oh,
it's
you want me
like
to move
changed-
it? I can
Like-
see it's at $1.12.
No.
That's fine.
Our charts go up and to the right, and I'm on the right, and that like blocks everything. Really hard to find quality people these days.
Yeah, it really is. It's tough.
Okay.
Go to what was the all-time high for FTX though? Like, wasn't it? It was much
It
higher than the
was-
dollar. I'll just use my
Max, hang on.
Hold
Stop.
on.
Don't you dare.
All right, fine.
7. It's like $80.
$80.
Damn.
Whoa.
And they're that
God.
big
Go
of
to hell
a
of it.
deal. Like,
Oh my god.
So I mean, like, Honestly, I mean,
What
because
happened here?
I've been saying this thing's probably just going to come back and be used in some capacity because
trying.
Americans have no
They're trying.
memory. People have no memory. I don't give the mainstream public enough credence.
Yeah.
I was being the devil's advocate, trying to give the masters at the helm of our dark governments credence that they weren't trying to kill everyone, but that was a little too far. They are. So I had to
Literally.
walk back that. And
It's like
FTX,
they're trying to clot freedom.
they're trying to clot freedom.
Fire sale.
and it's
Brian
gonna-
Anderson
Can we
says
say
Voodoo
that?
Ranger makes me want to puke. Just thought I'd share. Yeah, I don't like
It's
IPAs
terrible.
at
Me
all.
neither. I
It's
hate
an
it.
awful beer. Drew is an awful person.
It's true.
Wow.
Modelo
Yeah.
all the way.
So
Drew's an awful
IPA is
person.
literally, it's like the kale thing where they pushed its popularity. It's trash. It absolutely increases your estrogen out the living ass because it's so heavily hoppy.
I love you, BJ.
But
So
yeah,
hoppy.
look at all the people who drink IPAs.
Honestly, I'm not that
Hipster
concerned.
Sissies.
I drink one a month and I cut wood every day with an
Yeah,
axe.
that's one a month,
Drew, there's-
not every day.
There's
I'm
no
not
free,
worried
Drew.
about that.
BJ's
Like
a
I'm not.
hater.
I'm not lacking in
I
testosterone.
have
so.
nothing bad to say about IPAs. I mean, like, I couldn't drink a lot of them, but like, I don't have anything bad
Really?
to
So
say.
that means your boyfriend drinks them.
He may or may not.
He does.
Double
BJ.
H.
That's why you defend them.
I'm drinking one
I
right
drink
now.
them sometimes now.
Ew.
The
Ew.
Braves games, come on. One.
Ew.
All right,
Okay,
all right,
look.
Move on.
Hey,
Move on.
guys,
Let's-
what are we doing now? This is my tweet on Twitter. With KuCoin
Yeah,
going to the
that's
dark
where you
side.
tweet, genius.
Oh, thanks, dude. With KuCoin going to the dark side, what DEX are y'all moving to? Some people said MEXC. That's not a DEX.
What's a sex?
That's a sex.
That's a sex?
Sex.
Another one said Osmosis Zone, and I agree. I think the Osmosis ecosystem is lit AF. It is a very good DEX to use. I love it.
Well, there's some plays here too.
mean,
Like
Uniswap?
some of these dexes have tokens, and you can get involved with the dexes ahead of time. Wasn't there one Apex or something like that?
Apex is leverage. Yeah, you can do leverage.
You
on
know what I
Apex.
mean? Like I think
Yeah.
people are going to be looking at that. Like AJ loves leverage trading.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also loves Hillary coin.
That's so true.
He does love Hillary coin. So here's the thing: like, if you're gonna move your coins off of KuCoin, which is what I did earlier today, I went on to Femex because I just want a little bit. I just want to be able to set some trading levels and then forget it. So I just put my XRP on Femex, and that's that. Where are you moving to?
Well,
Anyway,
short answer:
just jump
Uniswap.
in.
Uniswap. I know it's kind of a
Uniswap?
You can't set like limit orders on
well,
Uniswap.
true, but
Idiot.
yes. To be honest, my use of KuCoin is not necessarily for limit orders. I usually market buy. It is really just the access to alts, right? And so, I know some of these alts aren't going to be on Uniswap, but I've been interacting with Uniswap a lot lately, just in general at work. And Uniswap V4 is coming out some point soon. Their liquidity pool staking and that system is really well kind of hashed out. So Uniswap is where I like to trade. If I'm getting into a meme coin, getting into some degen stuff, or just something that is not on an exchange like Coinbase or Gemini nowadays, I'm going to Uniswap.
Yeah.
Or Femex. And then Sex is Femex and MEXC. But
Yep.
those are, to be honest, guys, by the end of the summer, I'm sure they're going to be KYC'd. I mean,
Yeah, Gemini doesn't like meme coins.
yeah.
It still hasn't listed data.
Oh, for God's sake.
Very sad.
Why would you say that when Crypto Steve is
sad.
right here?
Yeah.
Sad. But anyway, yeah.
Steve is right
Uniswap,
here.
that's my thought.
Okay, Uniswap.
What a
Drew,
mess.
Drew, what
I'm
are you
thinking
thinking?
to try out Apex. It's
Apex?
new and hot, and I don't know. I think it's going to
Hot
be
now?
a thing. People are going to want decentralized exchanges that you can leverage trade on, and I think that that's going to be a big play. And being involved with it on the front end while everything is kind of down right now is probably a really smart move.
Yep.
On top of Osmosis, Cosmos, like there's stuff to be had there.
They're great.
We're just waiting to see who's going to be the most useful when the bull market's ready to go again.
And yes, you can get Ben on Uniswap. And yes, Johnny likes Stargate relatively. I'm not speaking for him, but he has used Stargate a little bit.
Yeah. I really like Trader Joe because I'm kind of big into Avalanche, but Trader Joe is it's multi-chain, so it's not just Avalanche. I think the one with the most cross-chain ability is Curve.
Cardano.
Is Curve.
BJ is just.
BJ, what's the DEX you're going to use for Cardano?
Yeah.
Just tell everyone.
Is
it
it
Muesli
Muesli or Min?
Min. Okay.
Yeah.
Muesli.
But there is a new multi-chain that just launched.
Whatever
that-
happened to
Sunday?
I was about to say Parfait. Yeah, Sunday Swap.
The guy just isn't. Yeah. We don't talk about that.
What?
Oh.
What happened? He stopped
When it
answering
starts
his
with
phone?
the guy, that sounds
Guy?
pretty centralized.
Okay.
I smell issues here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sunday
no,
swap.
that's baked beans.
Oh,
Wasn't
okay.
there like a pancake swap too?
There is
there's
Pancake
Pancake.
Swap.
Pancake
That's
Swap's
the
good
main
too.
one for Binance. And it's fun.
Main
Pancake
for
Swap, I've got
Binance.
their little bunny NFT. It's great if you just want to be a degenerate.
Wait, should we show them the coolest thing that you can do on that website?
oh boy.
Pancake Swap?
Probably.
Hold
I don't even know
on.
what to
What's
expect
the
from you anymore,
most?
BJ.
All right,
Yeah, I know.
what you're asking about, Nick? What's the most simple, user-friendly one? Most friendly option if you were showing it to your grandma?
I mean, your grandma's going to KYC.
None of them.
Yeah.
Coinbase.
Sorry, I'll let you answer that.
Okay,
you
never
guys
mind.
Well,
ready
no,
for
no,
this?
actually, for just an exchange to swap crypto, Robinhood.
Stop.
If it's a normie, if it's a grandma,
You got to be honest here. That's
Look, I
where
mean,
you go.
no one
like,
here is going to do it.
No,
but
we know
it's
that.
I just think
Robinhood-
that's a bad habit to get in.
Vivian,
It's not your
that's
keys.
where she first bought her crypto.
Robinhood. Well,
And then now
guess
she's getting
same.
that's where I bought my first crypto.
right. A lot of people here did.
All right, you
Yeah.
ready
I
for
bought
the best
mine on
part of Pancake
PayPal.
Swap?
What's the
Important.
best part?
So if you go
PayPal.
here and you do the contra code, up, down, left, right.
That's pretty cool.
All right. Here we go.
You don't do the AB start.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's pretty funny. I like it. I do like Pancake Swap. I think out of all the DEXs, they have the most whimsical and easy to understand way of getting LP and just
Yeah.
using their website. It's just everyone, everyone poops on Binance Smart Chain, and look, it has its problems. It is centralized, but as far as look, if you've got money that is going to be sitting in a savings account, by the way, this is financial advice. If you have money that's just
here
going to be
we go.
sitting in a savings account or whatever, like losing 12% interest every year, just freaking put some of it in Pancake Swap on just like the Cake BNB pair and earn. I don't know what can you pull that back up? See what it is? It's like
Yeah.
15%
I'll
or
say
I
something
did
like
that for a
that.
while with my baby Doge.
Because we're in the bear market, boys and girls. If you're getting 15% in Cake and BNB,
That's pretty good.
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what you're not explaining to people is impermanent loss.
Well, that's why I said it's at the bear market, so I highly doubt we're going to experience much more downside for impermanent loss.
That impermanent loss is if they don't move together, you're dealing with impermanent loss. If one goes up and the other doesn't, that's the other thing people don't think about at all. Like they need to both pretty much stay paired exactly how they are and stable and go up.
How they
together.
are from when you get in.
Yes.
Mm.
I guess it depends the other side of the swap too, or other side of the pair. Are you?
We almost need to discuss impermanent loss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably a whole video.
It-
Yeah.
It's not quick
Sum it up
and
in.
easy.
if it's like
sum
cake-
it up in a minute.
if it's like Cake USDT, then the USDT is not going to have impermanent loss because it's pegged to $1. But
So
if it's
that-
Cake
that-
and
that's
BNB,
why
but if
those
it's
are
Cake
lower
BNB,
yields.
That's
yeah,
what
if there's
it is.
Cake and BNB, then yes, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But if BNB pumps 20% and Cake goes up 5%, you're not losing money. You're just not
You
getting as
are.
much.
You are losing money.
Well,
Like it's weird. Like they have to move up equally. It's super weird and annoying.
it's an opportunity cost.
Well,
You're
then do
losing out
Cake
on
and USDT.
That seems safer.
and US. What was
Or BNB and USDT.
yeah.
Cake and UST?
Cake and UST.
Throwback.
So yeah, hold on.
UST? No.
Where's
Do
the
not do that. Cake BNB. Cake BUSD. That's it. That's what
That's
you want.
funny. That the
100%. Yeah, you'll
DT
see
is higher.
it'll spike up like that like once every couple months or
But
something.
like this is why the APR is 648% because it's like really
yeah, that's
like so the weirder the pair and the farther they are from stable coins.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say that and then some of these
Pepe
things happen.
USDT. Who is doing that?
Where's that one? Oh,
Bullish.
Jesus.
Dude, there's only 100K in liquidity.
You can't
Jeez.
kill the
That's
Pepe.
sketch. Boys and girls, if you're gonna do this stuff, make sure you've got a lot of liquidity. I don't touch pools that are less than $1 million,
Yeah.
and even that's pretty sketch. So
Yeah.
stake liquidity for Cake BNB that was like $2.8 million or something like that. Like those are healthy numbers. It's healthier the higher it is. But yeah, so always be making your money work for you. Speaking of working for you, look at these 14,000 solar panels, 5.2 megawatt array in Nebraska destroyed by hail.
This is something here.
No,
This
Nebraska.
is something.
Why
here.
did Donald Trump let this happen?
I don't know. Well, why can he call the devs?
Can someone tell Chamath Palihapitiya about this? Because he doesn't
Bless you.
understand how stupid solar energy is.
now, I just
not
want to highlight
stupid.
this.
Do you see?
Is this applicable?
Hey, BJ, how many nuclear reactors have ever been destroyed by hail? Name them. Go.
They didn't have to. They were just going fucking meltdown. But no, that's what I'm saying. The smart biopanels are a lot of cool stuff that we can look in where like you don't have to use glass. Oh geez, that removes that. Use algae so you don't need all the metals whatsoever.
Okay.
It's algae, so you feed it sugar and it continues to go. Like there's options out there. Like
Well, yeah, but that's not for like
blanket
another
statement
50
being
years.
like a photovoltaic cell is terrible. But
Okay,
it's like
so
you can make
BJ,
stronger glass.
when anyone in normal conversation says solar panel, do they mean anything other than photovoltaic cells?
I mean,
No.
people are
That's
very
because
dumb.
the
No,
media
they're not. They're
controls the
just
narrative of.
speaking in common language.
Yeah, it's what
Dumb
the media
people
sells
language.
them. The media sells them this idea that solar panels are currently produced, and as you explained, there's a
slaves.
lot of very necessary components that are outside of what you're talking about. Regular solar systems, we are completely dependent on China for the production of those systems on.
Oh, let me pause
And
you
slaves.
for dumb comment of the day. Nuclear energy lasts forever.
Okay, that is false. That is actually
That is indeed
false.
Yeah.
that's false. Yeah, we're beholden
Yes,
to
that's
China.
fine.
It's
Actually,
not just a video game. Half-Life.
It's not just a yeah. Actually, that comment is so dumb. He needs to be put in time.
Now, very
Oh,
long
don't-
time.
Put
You
him in
think
timeout.
he's serious?
No, BJ,
No,
what
I-
you're saying, I
can't say it.
agree
I know
with the
you're
I don't
Bullshit.
think they're serious.
BJ's got a point here, though, because there
Put
are
him in
other
timeout.
technologies
I'm going to do it.
that would make
No,
solar
don't
more
do that.
useful. But what BJ's talking about is a technology that's going to be squashed by the current existing companies.
You made
that,
an electricity joke. Current?
see, but the competition against something like what BJ's talking about is so strong. It's going to be the same experience that we saw when we saw the technology looked into for magnetic engines.
Got 'em.
Or when we looked into water-powered vehicles, things of that nature. They get squashed by
I
existing.
like
Can't
how
talk
Mike-
about water-powered vehicles online.
I was about to
True.
call out Mike because he said nuclear fusion is not fusion. I was like, you're trying to say the difference between fusion and fission. But they redacted because
Hang
they knew
on,
that.
Drew, continue.
Well, I'm just saying these systems are under a lot of pressure and basically arbitrage by existing corporations that have all the control. And I keep whittling this whole conversation back to you cannot effectively govern if you're beholden to the money masters above you. And so the reasonable ideas like what BJ's presented or hydrogen fuel cells, things of that nature, they get looked over because our system is so entrenched in the ways that it has been, and these companies will not give up that control.
Well,
They
what
will
I don't
not.
get is why we don't push a lot more like micro geothermal.
Well,
There's
yeah.
pretty strong concentration gradients between where we are and even going 6 feet under that it's like there's energy to harness from those thermal gradients.
BJ, you know the answer to that question. By the way, shout out to Flat Smacks.
well, I know the
Solar
answer
panel-
is centralization of power.
Yeah, solar panel factories don't use solar panels for their power. I didn't know that actually windmill turbines have to be started with a diesel engine,
Yeah.
and
I feel like they have to be. That's how they're engineered.
and they're basically filled to the brim with lubricant that must be petroleum lubricant that must be changed often.
That's insanity. They choose to make them horrible.
Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Exclusive aspartame, one of the world's most common artificial sweeteners, is set to be declared as a possible carcinogen next month by the leading global health body, pitting it against the food industry and regulators.
I thought they knew what they were doing for all these decades, selling this,
one-
and this
Now
is
look.
available for WIC, and this is available for all your government
I
programs.
personally love this story, but here's why.
Yeah.
Because
Took
once you
forever.
because once you dig in, it's the WHO. Okay, and they also these same people said eating red meat and working late at night can cause cancer.
Yeah.
So take it with a grain of aspartame of what these people are talking about. Do
Isn't
not just go aspartame.
Isn't aspartame just D-phenylalanine? I always forget that.
I don't think-
Phenylalanine is another sweetener, but it's
But it's also an amino acid.
yeah. Anyways, interesting. A lot of other chemistry related questions. Shout out to Chemistry Bro talking about the benzene that is apparently being made by all these forest fires. Shout out to Chemistry Bro.
No,
He
it
came
has
through this
phenylalanine.
morning. He's a trooper. You know, I don't trust him because he's a vegan, but I do slightly trust, and because he's British, you just can't trust British
That's
people.
so true.
This is no, he's on Twitter's.
Yeah.
On Twitter. Yeah, you just can't trust British people, like full stop. And I also can't trust him because he's a vegan. But because he answered my tweet, he's going up. He's not really in the secret police yet, but
You know my favorite thing about benzene?
What's that, BJ?
what?
Delocalized pi bonding.
Oh, for God's sake. This is
What?
why you'll never have your own show. All right. Biden has confused Iraq for Ukraine twice in the last 24 hours. Here he is falling down. Look at him.
I mean, Putin is really
It's
putting the
not nice
shellac
to
in.
laugh at old people falling down. But
That's a
look at
robot, man. That's just a
That was
malfunctioning
from
robot.
a week ago. Or that was Biden clone 19 falling down. He said President Joe Biden mistakenly said Iraq when he meant Ukraine. Of course, he meant Ukraine twice in the last day. On Tuesday night, he referred to an onslaught on Iraq at a fundraiser in Maryland. Okay, let's just do +1 in the chat if you think Joe Biden is in his right mind. +2 if you think Joe Biden is not going to make it to the primary. +1 if he's great. +2 if he ain't gonna make it. Everyone here, what's the over/under on Biden making it to the end of his term?
How old is he again? Sorry, how old is
79?
Dude, he looks way older.
No,
than that.
he's 80.
That is the
What
number.
do you think,
after
Decker?
79.
Decker's from Seattle. Okay,
No,
just the context of this, he's grown up in Seattle. So
I think he's gonna make it alive, but
He's a shape-shifting jackal,
He's
according to Zach.
80?
I'm at a loss for words when I literally can't watch him speak anymore. He's my president, but I can't watch him speak because it is so
Yeah.
disheartening as an American, being like, really? We got that? I know, like, anybody in this room could, have better philosophies and speak better about these political issues. He's just getting a handed slip of paper and saying, you talk about this, do this, do this, do this. Don't fall over.
Yeah.
And he can't even do that.
Yeah,
So
and that's a really good point, Decker. And I'm glad you said it, that he is your president. If you're in the United States, Joe Biden is your president. And don't be like one of those brain dead liberals who said, Trump's not my president, blah, 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 blah. Like, what? Are you like an election denier now?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with you? Look, you get the president that you have, okay? Barack Obama was my president. George W. Bush was my president, right? So, like, it's always good to have a frame of reference and take ownership for who our leadership is.
Absolutely.
like, I want him to be good, but yeah.
you don't it's like you want him, even though you don't vote for him. When he gets in power, it's not like you're cheering for the demise of your own country.
No,
just
'cause if
because
your
your
president-
side didn't get picked.
If your
Like, it's-
president loses, the country loses big.
Right. Like, that's just so disgusting to see that mindset come into play in the last election. And I think that this next election is going to be hot. I
It is
think
gonna be
that
hot.
is going to
God.
pop off. Like, I worked some of the Summer of Love as a security contractor, auxiliary force for the police, and that shit was lit. And I think that it's coming back in a big way, from what I see, how we're primed for probably a really bad stint, maybe a few months of actual true civil unrest from.
We're not allowed to make clotting jokes.
I know we can't clod up the situation, but
No.
You said stint. Come on.
it's true. Thank you, VJ.
Yeah.
God, I love him.
Kiss.
So good. Yeah, I think you better batten down the hatches for that. That's why I'm about the preparedness side. Obviously, crypto's awesome, but like, I saw shit get really ugly in the city centers, and the average person doesn't really think about it. But what this guy's done, Ben said, this morning, and it's what everyone's thinking. Everyone in the world is laughing at us right now, and we're just being
really are.
steamrolled on the economic side. We're being beholden to
The Cleveland steamroll.
Yeah, it's the Cleveland steamrolled by this. And, we're also beholden to world trade that is, not really our friend right now. We're not doing well, and we need to really I hope that RFK comes out hard against trying to ban anything related to the 2A, because that's my last question, but I might be looking at a Democrat.
I know.
Dude, my
I know.
favorite
crazy.
is all the people who I do not remember the neurological issue that RFK has with the speech, but it's really funny that people will mock him for it, and then they're like, "But you can't mock Biden for falling down."
No, can't do
They're like,
that.
one of them is neurological and he's ripped. The other is just an issue with gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's
And
got
momentum.
muscle.
Yeah.
Donato Cabrera says, Nick is drunk with power. You get what you get, so shut up. First of all, Donato, I am never not drunk with power. I am consistently inebriated with power at all times. And that's how I wield it.
Would
Double
you say
H.
you exude excellence out your pores?
Wakes up in the
Because you
morning
don't.
and pisses excellence.
You're about to get fired.
Double H. First of all, I don't know. Like the A camera is like off center now. It's freaking me out. I don't know what's going on. It's very weird. Double H is does Gen Z regard Biden as a leader? Do they regard him as a fool, or do they not regard him at all?
Definitely depends who you're asking. For sure. I was today years old when I found out he was 80 years old though. And that's my grandma's age. And like my grandma's awesome and I love her and she's smart, but she would not be in like she couldn't run the president right now. That's for damn sure. She wouldn't want to either.
Like, why don't you just let the guy retire?
That is
they
not
won't.
factual.
They can't. Yeah, he's like the last vestige of the military-industrial complex. Skid Mark says, Nick, bringing back caning. Dude, I'm bringing back so much. I'm bringing back honor duels. I'm bringing back the law prima nocta. I'm bringing back everything. Okay.
Safety committees.
Drew, don't you ever bring up safety committee again. All right, here we go. Hang on. Let's look at Biden. Talk about Iraq.
So the RFK thing is dysphonia. Whoever in chat was like, it's from cigars. I'm like, that is a
cigars
3-second Google search.
I was gonna say, if that's from cigars, bro, must be.
It's not.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What are we doing?
Biden's going to talk about Iraq.
So you want me to make sound?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Trump is
All right, Richard
77.
Hart.
Okay, see that like I learned that just now too when I looked it up. That's crazy, but like I feel like there is a different.
Yeah, you would think Trump is like 62, just the way he like talks and enunciates. And
he's
like,
not falling out of a speech. I don't know.
Well, if you look at his side profile,
so
he's got counterweights when he walks.
He does.
I mean, he's not
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's hard to tell, but he's clearly losing the war in Iraq. He's losing the war at home. And he has become a bit of a pariah around the world. And it's not just NATO. It's not just the European Union. It's Japan. It's 40 nations.
Nice.
What an orator. What an orator.
It sounds like when you don't study for a test or a speech and they're like, hey, what are your thoughts on the current, hey, can you bring in your current event for this week on the news? And you're like, well,
Iraq.
And I do want to actually point out, when I first heard this, I'll be really quick with it. He's saying he's losing the battle at home. I am not pro-Russian by any means. At all.
That's what a pro-Russian would say.
Red Scare. No. But to say that he's losing dude, I think Russia's more patriotic and proud of their country than they have been in a while, to be honest.
Okay.
But that's a sentiment that I'm getting completely anecdotally. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts.
Well,
to your point, BJ, are you not gonna take the Lord's name in vain anymore? You can talk again.
I do what I want.
Continue.
Can't go on.
Oh, you're not? Okay. I do have a source. I do have a Russian source that I met in Bitcoin Miami who told me when all this Wagner stuff was happening, who told me that the Wagner coup actually happened a week and a half ago. And it's all been throttled. The information has been slowly leaked out to cover a troop movement. We are not getting. Have you ever noticed how the headlines with Ukraine tend to waffle from Ukraine is absolutely butt fucking Russia, and then literally 7 days later, there's like Kiev is under attack and is about to fall. It waffles that way all the time.
Well, they got to keep the attention on it.
It's so bizarre, but
the price of wheat is up.
Price of wheat's up.
Well, Ukraine's a major wheat,
but not on this PBR. This PBR is cheaper than water.
Ooh,
yeah.
Somebody wanted a rich
Caravan is the only one who really gets it.
It's a Seiko Alpine.
Me and Decker were talking about
just as brainwashed as we are. Yeah,
we were talking about this troop movement this morning, though.
We were. I was pushing back on Drew because I said, is it
coup happened?
Is it a psyop? What's the reason? But again, he can expand on it more. But one thing that really stood out to me was, hey, it happened. It was a 2-day thing. It's gone. It's done.
Yeah.
What?
Nomad with Guitar says, I'm Russian and I agree. Look, folks, here's the real. We thought that the Cold War was over when the Soviets lost the economic war.
Yeah.
They just changed theaters and they have been winning in the United States ever since the 80s.
It looks like Nomad with Guitar is from Russia.
That's what he says, Russian. And if he says it in a chat on YouTube, it
true.
must be true.
Also, you got to separate the Russian people and the government.
No, I like to blanket them.
Oh, I hate Russians. It's like people could say the same thing about America. Like
people say the same thing about Christians and have been doing for the past 30 years. So I'm kind of used to it, and I'm ready to just start blanket judging everyone all the time because I've been blanket judged for my entire life. Yeah, straight white Christian guy. Can you believe that? All right. Anyways, Bidenomics,
the most oppressive religion of them all.
The most oppressed religion of them all. Bidenomics is when you and your family make millions from foreign nationals by providing what seems to be no services other than access and influence. It's a strategy that involves setting up over 20 shell companies and having Vice President Joe Biden as a family member.
Now, this was the joke version. Now, go below, go low. This is his actual.
This is like a real thing?
Yeah. And,
he posted this on his official
real.
Twitter.
Okay. And the thing about this is it's just absolutely.
Let me read this out.
Okay.
Bidenomics is about growing the economy from the middle out and the bottom up, kind of like my waistline. It's an economic vision where we make smart investments in America. Smart investments, i.e.,
outsourcing everything.
ones that we pick and the market doesn't dictate. Educate and empower American workers. Notice he didn't say entrepreneurs, and promote competition to lower costs and help small businesses.
Yeah. Let's just leave it here for a sec, though. Look.
Embrace that, look at that, understand it, and now look at this. Federal Reserve thinks catastrophe is coming for businesses.
There's some guy drinking matcha latte.
Look at this guy. If oat milk was a fucking person,
Wow.
he would be the guy. Right?
He's an insider, though. So
Right? This guy is nut milk incarnate. He doesn't have a drop of tea in his body.
Is he like IPAs?
His hairline says otherwise.
The only tea he has is when he drinks it. Anyways, in case you missed it last week, 10 things for opening bell. Researchers at the U.S. Central Bank just published a paper warning that a historic surge in percentage of distressed American companies could worsen the fallout from the Fed's inflation battle. Plainly, they said high borrowing costs could cause a huge number of companies to crumble. That's so weird. Why would that be?
Yeah.
You would think companies that bring value would go up in value, would go up, right? If they're bringing value to the economy and providing valuable products and services. That's because we're not in a value economy here, kids. We're in a credit and debt economy.
Yeah.
That's the way it's been since 1971. Okay? That's why the economy only goes up when we print money, when it's cheap to get in debt. And debt is slavery. Okay? We are not in a capitalist system right now. All the millennials who are like, oh yeah, late stage capitalism, me. First of all, stop drinking your damn oat milk.
Yep.
Second of all, get educated.
Don't
cut
you
Austrian
drink oat
economics. God dang!
You drink oat milk.
I've never had oat milk in my life, and don't you ever say that again.
I'm going to put a picture of the fridge upstairs on Twitter.
Dude, that is crazy.
I'll do it.
I will never drink oat milk.
Our fridge
ever.
has like 30 different oat milk.
It's disgusting.
And no one ever
it's
touches
offensive.
them. No one ever touches them.
And it's
I drink
anti-American. You know who
Oh
used to
my
do it all the
God.
time? I'm not even
The
going to say his
creamery.
name. Anyways, Drew, riff on that.
Okay, so go back to the Bidenomics thing. Hold on. So let's just
I love it.
take a step back to soak in the words that this
Dude's chair has a peg on it. That's
geriatric is selling us right now. Okay, so Bidenomics is about growing the economy from middle out and bottom up. That is
Middle out.
absolutely not how
Wasn't that in
the
Silicon
economy
Valley?
works. Yeah, I don't know, but I just reading this, I'm looking at the fact that you're going to grow from middle out. What middle class person is going to employ 50 people?
Zero.
What lower class person is going to employ
it's doing
50
exactly
people?
what he said, from the middle out. So you take what wealth was in the middle class and you pull it out. So he's saying exactly what he's doing.
Literally. Wait, that was good.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Guys, that's it. That's the show. That's the show.
It's just like, what lower class person is going to be hiring 30 people to make the local economy better, Joe? And then you go back down to here. Smart investments, they're literally crushing us from our access points to the best investment of our generation, which is cryptocurrency.
Preach.
And he is seriously just she's strangling us out of this insane increase that's going to happen over the next 10 years as all of commerce moves online. All of these different companies want immediate transaction finalization. And he's talking and saying, oh, we got an economic vision for smart investments. Those ESG investments you've made for us have put us $1 trillion in the hole in unrealized losses in regional banks that are about to bank run everyone in America and actually bail in your accounts at home if you're part of these regional banks to save them from their idiotic investments in these sustainable future
I love it.
death holes.
True.
Yeah.
The chat is going absolutely nuts right now. Sly Monkey Nut Milk improves immunity to common sense views. And was it Carl?
Yeah, I like the ones you're not reading.
Eric Carlson says late stage capitalism. You mean early stage communism? I love it. $5 super chat from an apostate ESP player 500. Christianity is an ancient Roman psyop in order to integrate barbarians and Druids into Roman culture. No way Romans killed a real life wizard. First of all, do you know where the Christmas tree came from, sir? Do you know where the Christmas tree, the whole tradition of the Christmas tree came from? You apostate pagan? Yes.
Because it came from the pagans.
No.
Okay.
No.
Here
It
we
came
go.
from,
Okay.
it came from, I think it's Saint Ignatius. Saint Ignatius. Christmas
Saint
tree
Ignatius.
chopped down. I
We're
love
doing
this
a
guy.
live history lesson here.
Hang
Yeah.
on.
So where did the Christmas tree come from, huh?
I like
History.
this.
What do we got?
Saint
here?
Boniface. According to legend, Saint Boniface saw a group of pagans worshiping an oak tree, and it wasn't just any old oak tree. It was the Thor's tree, the one
So
where
it literally
the spirit of
says he got
Thor.
it from the pagans.
Look, you can't even let the man of God finish his speech. You demon-possessed son of a
It came from
bitch.
the pagans right fucking there.
Yes, and so what did he do?
He stole their culture.
No, what he did, Saint Boniface, you got to
God.
read Saint Boniface in response, because all the pagans were like, "You can't cut down this tree. It's imbued with the power of Thor." And Boniface was like, "Guess what? Fuck all y'all." And he got an axe and he chopped that motherfucker down. And you know why we do that? We do that on Christmas because we chop down a tree to show Christ's superiority over pagan religions. Boom! Get out of my face.
Oh my god!
I mean, to be honest, if I had to side with one, I'd
Christmas
side with
trees
the one
are a
that
dom
didn't.
move.
You cut, yes. Christmas trees are a dominance move over the heathen, pagan nature religions.
All right.
Get out of my face.
I'm
Moving
here
on.
for it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm here for it.
I'll follow something else.
That's right. Oh, real quick, Men of Order. This is who I'm collaborator with. Hotep Jesus, friend of around the
Hell
blockchain.
yeah.
This is Men of Order. I'm repping the shirt. I write for them every once in a while. This is a great blog, especially if you're a man. Okay, a lot of good advice.
How
I
is
do
he
write
such
for
a
them.
nice, wholesome human?
Who? Hotep?
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's just a solid
Absolutely.
human being.
If you're not, first off, if you're not hitting the likes here,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah.
But also follow Hotep. He's such an awesome, very intelligent human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow
that's
Hotep.
cool.
Follow Men of Order. They're on Twitter. We post
And
fire
looks
stuff.
more like what Jesus would actually look like.
Pretty much.
Yep. Oh, I said
Very
it.
sunny.
I look.
Hotep,
Everyone
Jesus,
thinks you can
biscuit
get a.
Jesus.
Everything thinks you can get a Christian butthurt by saying Jesus was Arab. They're like, yeah, no one. Most of the early church was from Africa. Like, no one is going to even push back against that.
I don't know. That would be a funny video to do here in the South.
No, I like that.
Hey.
I grew up in the South. I grew up in the
Shout
South.
out.
Like Saint Augustine was Egyptian. Like we all know. Like the Ethiopian eunuch. There's a whole church in Ethiopia. Anyways, moving on.
Shout out Joey Daniel just because he said this is the best show out there.
Thanks. Look.
You're the best, Joey.
Joey Danielle.
It's a nice
Daniel?
buck.
What about all
Danielle.
the people who saying
Appreciate
DJ
it.
should have his own show?
No one has said
I've
that.
seen it a few times.
Literally,
It's a
no
lot.
one has said that
See,
ever. Big bank stock
Nick
advice.
likes to censor what
Advance.
he doesn't want.
What? No one is saying that in the chat.
If that's not the
It's never
most
been
fed
mentioned.
shit you've ever seen.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Big bank stocks advance after lenders ace Fed stress test. Okay. Who else passed some stress tests? Drew. Do you remember?
FTX. Yeah. FTX.
Ocean Gate.
FTX,
Yeah.
Silvergate,
Oh
Valley
yeah,
Bank.
and then the Ocean Gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have stress
But
tests.
no, you know, that was so jacked up.
let's not bring up the dead billionaires anymore. Okay,
What?
let's just keep it to banks.
I'm
What
talking
other
about
banks
a
have
vessel.
passed the
Well, they're
stress
not
test?
billionaires anymore.
Oh my god. Okay.
All their billion
just
particles.
because. So they've tested. How many banks did they test? Bank stocks advance after the biggest lenders all passed the Federal Reserve annual stress test, clearing a key hurdle.
I'm sorry,
paying
what?
billions of dollars to stockholders. Shares of J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo were among the U.S. lenders that rose the most on Thursday after analysts at Jefferies Financial Group listed them as some of the banks most likely to see one of their key capital requirements eased in light of their results. So the bank said, "Hey, you guys okay?" And then the other banks say, "Yeah, we're cool."
Word.
And then everyone's like, "You want to pump this stock?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'll pump this stock."
Hell
So
yeah.
look, this is a fugazi. If like honestly, bank stress tests are a fugazi. They test them based on old data, and I don't even know how you can give credence to a stress test now. SVB literally passed a stress test in like November.
They don't advertise that they've passed a test unless something is wrong. There's something
Yeah.
wrong with them,
That's
and they
actually
know
a really
it.
good point.
You know, like the fact that they're coming out and being like, hey, guys, we're okay. And everything is solved. That thing that happened 2 months ago, completely forget about it. You're fine. Don't worry about the cops knocking you out of the front door of your bank, not allowing you to pull out your money. Everything is just fine while they're sitting there scrambling to find out a way out of the hole that banks are in with commercial real estate. So,
I mean, if banks are fine, why did I deposit a $6,000 check and they put a 30-day hold on it?
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Because they're scrambling to get more money.
Guys, everything's fine. Just look at this chart. Airbnb collapse is real, and I think we might have covered this already. I think someone else did, but I don't think love so. Covering it.
No, we did not cover
Revenues
this.
are down nearly 50% in cities like Phoenix and Austin.
So I have a comment on this.
Watch out for a wave of forced selling from Airbnb owners later this year in the areas hit hardest by the revenue collapse. It's Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. God dang, Black Week. Myrtle Beach, Pabst Blue Ribbon, the official beer of Myrtle Beach, and making an inappropriate gesture to a family member.
That's right. America.
So my favorite is
Breckenridge, Colorado. Get screwed.
Oh, dude, I know. That place is so
Go,
overpriced.
BJ. You
so
got it.
somebody who is very much so on the culturally enlightened side. You can call them whatever the hell you want. But they were like, oh, good, Airbnb is failing because all these assholes were buying all the houses. And I respond, no, it was BlackRock buying all the houses. And of course, they post this. And it's like, we want to make it perfectly clear BlackRock is not buying houses.
Yeah.
On BlackRock.com.
Yeah.
And this is somebody who's just like, yeah, you need to know your source. And I was like, yeah, you need to understand confirmational bias. But it's really funny that people
understand why they
what's
hire
super easy-
PR managers.
I would say what's super easy about that is, BlackRock Incorporated is not buying any houses, but our subsidiaries are.
Yeah, exactly.
And they own them.
It's like that famous bit of when Norm Macdonald was on Larry King, and Larry was like, is there anything you want to tell anyone? He goes, no, I just want everyone to know that I'm a deeply, deeply closeted gay man. And Larry was like, wait, you're gay? He goes, no, I'm deeply closeted. I would never admit to that. And Larry's like, no, but closeted means you're in the... He goes, no. No. Wait,
that's awesome.
the only reason that you're shouting like I'm not gay is because you're probably gay.
Yeah.
The only reason you're saying, hey, we're not buying up all the houses is probably because you're buying up all the houses.
And the only reason you would say you're not a Fed is
Because you're not.
Because you're not a Fed.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's, look,
Narcs.
there's only one Fed in the dictatorship, and that's me.
Listen, here's how I know he's not a Fed. Here's how I know Nick's not a Fed. He
you're
hired
working
me.
with him.
No. He hired me, and he didn't know that this shirt was in my closet.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was going to wear it today.
He didn't even know.
Okay.
This is organic.
When you're a dictator, you are the Fed. Okay.
What does that shirt mean? What's that shirt mean?
It's the biggest.
Look at all these Google trends.
this country's ever seen.
I think, Hannah, did you post this? Shout out to MoneyWise, FI Guy Finances. Can I sell my house if it's in foreclosures? Google Trends.
Breakout.
It's over 4,000% increase. Sell my house fast, Phoenix. Sell my house fast, Arlington, Milwaukee. Okay, first of all, bro.
dude. That's why I'm so happy I'm in the market to buy right now.
Yeah.
Totally.
No one's selling. No one's buying in Milwaukee, my guy.
Oh, BJ's about to be buying.
Home equity loan, no credit. Okay. So
What
this
could
is
go
a
wrong?
bad sign. Boys and girls, this is what we call in the industry a bad sign. But it's a good sign. Because if you're holding money, if you're holding cash, if you've got that dry powder, you too could pick up a poorly maintained Airbnb and turn it into something good. You honestly could.
Yeah,
They
I'm
work
not,
those gas
not
pretty
gonna
hard.
lie. When I saw that tweet, I was like, Zillow, Sevierville, Tennessee, because that was the.
They work
Yeah.
those guests hard, man. They make you scrub the toilets. You got to take out the trash. You got to spray the air freshener.
I paid a $500 cleanup fee for an Airbnb one time.
Did you? Yeah.
It was just me and my wife.
They were
$500
expecting
bucks.
quite a bit out of that for just like being glorified hotel managers.
What about the one we did in Miami where one of the rules was no sarcasm?
That was pretty funny.
What?
That was
And
pretty
we
funny.
literally watched them. We would turn down the AC and stare at it and watch it go.
Yeah, they were messing with our AC.
Oh, yeah.
Nice Casio, Nick. Friendly neighborhood pleb. Yeah, I'm a Casio maximalist.
What is that?
It's just your
What
standard.
what is that?
Casio's a brand of
Nick,
watch.
you culture her right the fuck now.
Yeah, you need to know about
that's
Casio.
her boyfriend's job. But
Yeah.
there's a Casio is the F91W. This is $14.
Okay.
It's not as
it's-
sexy as the one that Owen has.
He has a pretty good one. I have the metal version of this. And
Oh, Owen has a Casio too.
They also come in gold.
Yeah,
So,
I got a few Casios. They're
this
great.
is the official watch of the bear market.
Casio. Yeah.
Dude, he's drinking PBR.
No, I got the 511.
Once I sell my XRP, I'll turn all my XRP into a G-Shock.
XRP.
Wow. That's a big step up.
I've had XRP for about 2 years now. I
You
bought a
can't wait
bag
to
a while
sell it.
ago, and I can't wait to sell it.
Yeah. That's
Can't
gonna
wait
be
to
We're
sell
gonna have a party when we finally sell our bags.
I know it's going to be great. But hey, who wants to talk about a little altcoin insanity?
Yeah.
Let's take a trip down altcoin lane and talk about what the fuck.
Oh, you were gonna.
Yeah, let's talk about Caspa.
Yeah, I want to look at
Talk
this a
about
little more.
Caspa.
You know a little bit about this,
Look
don't
at
you?
this chart.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at this chart. All right.
All right, I'll move it.
Yeah, this is worth looking at here, and I've seen this organically and talked about in the chat. So I'm it's
yesterday.
perking my.
You guys like
interest.
some Caspa? Look,
I'm interested.
you know what? And so this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. So I was considering, and I downloaded the GitHub wallet and everything.
that where
Mining
you bought it
Caspa
at?
here.
Oh,
I was
my
considering
God.
mining Caspa here when it was at
wow.
100,000th.
No, 1/10,000th, correct?
Jesus.
10, 100,000,
hundreds,
10,000.
thousands, 10,000s.
Hell yeah!
One
I can finally
10,000th.
do that.
1/10,000th of a cent. I was considering mining it, and it has since exploded a whopping 20,000%
Hell yeah!
over the past year.
Can you mine this?
You can mine it.
Proof of
this
work,
is
yep.
a mineable proof of work coin, although
But not great on ASICs, correct?
it is now on ASICs.
Really?
It is.
The
okay.
ASICs, it is
Oh,
on a
shit.
different algorithm now, and it is
Okay.
ASIC mineable. And this is why this coin is important, because it is showing greater strength than Ethereum was showing at this point in its life cycle. And there are massive facilities making huge investments in Caspa miners and showing that this project is going to have legs for the long term.
Huh.
This could be a bull run stunner pulling in $40 a day profits, just like Ethereum was. You will probably need an ASIC. Right now, the ASICs are unbelievably expensive because the profitability for this coin is crazy right now.
Do you think it's worth using a GPU at all?
For Caspa, yes.
Okay.
I think it's worth accumulating Caspa with the GPU right now. If you can't do the GPU thing, buy some, because yes, this is pumped 20,000%, but
Because like my computer just sits there for 12 hours a day. and
yeah,
I'm
you
not
should
watching
be
porn on it.
you should be
It's
mining something. Yeah, you should
About
definitely-
that.
What is the market cap on this thing? Where?
We looked at the numbers. It's not that insane, and the supplies.
All right, well, we looked at the.
$500 million.
Mine
Okay.
also just.
Okay,
sits there.
that's higher than I remember. What's the supply?
Well, we were looking at the max supply
It
and
was 28 billion.
28 billion.
I remember
20
the
billion,
numbers
there's
getting
19
a little
out.
Sexier, but
19 out. Yep. That's pretty good. I mean, that's well over 50%. That's
Not
well over
bad.
that's well over 70%.
I'm a fan of proof of work coins too. I mean, I
Yeah.
think that the whole security scare is going to just push a little bit more gasoline into the proof of work in the coming bull run. I know it sounds counterintuitive to everyone's proof of stake coins are huge on the Ethereum network and all that stuff, but the market has to, to a degree, kind of mold itself in the direction away from possibly being hit on the head with a regulatory hammer down the line. And the proof of work is a good way. Oh, that's hot.
It's hot. Yeah. So are my rigs.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, I need to turn them.
So was my girlfriend.
I have to turn my rigs off.
Jesus
right now.
Christ!
Sorry, I just want
Every
to shout
time
out.
you say that,
Shout
makes me
out,
more
just
and
'cause
more
I like my
determined
girlfriend
she's
a
not
lot.
real.
What? Your
better.
girlfriend?
That was
No,
pretty
I do have a girlfriend,
smooth.
yeah.
Yeah, you've told me that.
Shout out Carson. But anyway, yeah, man, crypto.
Plus one
Guys,
in the chat if you
weather
guys
the storm.
think Decker's girlfriend is fake.
All right, do it.
Plus one.
Do it. I dare
I've
you.
met her.
Plus
Do
one.
it. I dare you.
Nick, you didn't. Oh, you're not wearing them today. We showed off.
I
the
got new
shoes.
shoes. These are Adidas.
You got more new shoes?
Yeah.
Do we need to take
Unbelievable.
+5 in the chat if you want to see a video of us taking Decker?
Are we literally
to-
spanning ourselves?
to
No,
Kirk?
that's chat. Putting one in the chat.
No.
One,
That's you.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
no
come
proof that's
on.
me.
+5 in the chat if you want to see us take Decker to Kirkland and buy some Kirkland shoes.
Dude.
Some
Kirkland.
Costco shoes, excuse me.
Yeah.
Costco, Kirkland.
we'll get you
Can I
some
spill some beans real quick?
I feel like
I
you
walked
pull
by
them off.
TJ's office
Oh, God.
3 days ago or a couple days ago, and he goes,
Get your
Decker.
finger out your goddamn nose. Save that for your OnlyFans. Anyway,
Yeah.
What
You
did
were
he
in an
say?
office.
Now I'm going to try to talk without BG interrupting. So,
your finger was interrupting.
Decker, just keep going.
You have to plow
TJ pulled me, or I was walking by his office, and he said, Deck, I need you to look at a pair of shoes because Blockchain Basement's buying you a pair. So technically, these aren't the pair that you guys bought me, but I'm all game.
Okay.
I'm all
All
game.
right, look at some.
If you want to send them, although you guys can send them to Hit Network if you guys are feeling on buying shoes.
511 boots.
3102 Cobb
Decker.
Parkway. I mean, you guys can look up Hit Network. I'm a 10.5, 11.
You're gonna end up with too many shoes if you keep asking for this. Don't.
Anyway,
he's got enough shoes.
Anyway,
he's got enough shoes.
All right, guys, should we wrap up the
The
show or should we go
minimalist
longer?
over here.
Plus,
A little bit
one in the
still a
chat
little
if
bit
you want
longer.
us to go a little bit longer.
I still have to
Plus
finish this
2
beer.
in the chat if you want us to end the show right now. Because it may get a little weird if I have to, like, oh, wait, we didn't even check the hash rates now. Hash
Or
rate
talk
INO.
about the KuCoin, and we kind of talked about the KuCoin.
We did
thing.
at the beginning, yeah. We were talking about
I
DEX.
forgot it was so long ago, and
It's
this
okay,
has been
I
so
know.
fulfilling.
Yeah, this show is very satisfying. Okay, this show satisfies continuously all night long. That's what this show does.
This show doesn't make it out of the bear market.
No,
Ham.
Bro,
This
we were
show-
started in the bear
This
market.
show does not stop until you arrive. Boom.
Arrive.
we were
Arrive.
forged in fire.
Until you
That
arrive.
Nicholas 86.
Yeah.
Nurai plus 27% price gain. I've been
you
looking
want
at Nurai. It looks pretty good. Kyla Coin, I still don't know much about that. Dynex is great. These are all price movers
It's
right
part
now.
of the dead Disney franchise.
Oh yeah. Okay. Can we talk about okay. Oh my gosh, I have to talk about this. But real quick, Meowcoin up 18%, Eternity up 18%, Monero 15.25%, Octaspace up 13.43%. These are all of the reward gainers. Octaspace very, very interested in decentralized VPN. Yeah, very cool project. I like it a lot. Look, guys, there's still stuff to mine out there. I still think now is the time. There are people that I know, big players that are getting into mining right now. They're buying hardware. They are foreseeing a big upside, not just with Caspa, but with Flux and with Neoxa and with Octaspace and a bunch of other projects here. ESP player, thank you for the $5 super chat. Nick, your tree argument only furthered my point. Romans tried mixing their propaganda into Nordic cultures by robbing traditions and hybridizing them. Romans are
They're vehemently against Christianity. First of all,
okay,
in
so
the time
Romans
context.
aren't a religion.
So
They tried mixing their propaganda and So yeah, look, man, you need to go back to like neckbeard school and get your atheist points like in a row because you're embarrassing yourself right now. This is
If
embarrassing.
it makes you feel better, ESP, I kind of see what you're saying.
No, I don't know what you're
I'll
saying.
take the
because
Nick hate.
you're
I'll take the
making-
Nick hate for ESP too. It's okay.
No, you're making no sense. Anyways, speaking of embarrassing yourself, Disney adults. Can we talk about that for a
yeah,
second?
It's really.
absolutely.
Wait, we're gonna talk about Joel.
I'm also pro Disney adults.
Disney adults. Okay,
Okay.
are
Disney
Disney adults the most dangerous subculture in the United States? Is there any greater sign of mental instability than being a Disney adult? Discuss.
I think
you are talking about Joel
I
right
think
now.
for okay. I think for I'm just gonna be real. Hating somebody for liking something is the most mentally disabled thing to do.
Decker, I agree with you. But
Then why do they know
I
them?
don't think it's a like anymore. It's like
Are you talking about an
you've built-
adult without a kid that's going on their own?
No, I'm
at
listening.
30
I want to hear
years
Nick. I
old?
want to hear Nick. I want to hear what you're saying. I'm
Okay,
genuinely.
so I have Disney adults in my family,
Okay.
but they have children. So you get a little bit of a buy, but like
Yeah.
forming your entire, it's like Wrangler people, right? Your entire personality is wrapped up in the Wrangler.
I
in
see. You're like a
Disney.
Harley Davidson
That's
person.
a Disney,
Yeah.
Harley Davidson people, right? That's a Disney adult. I'm talking about those people, and then the next, the highest, like the Grand Dragon, the Grand Wizard of Disney adults are the childless millennials.
Yeah.
Who go to Disney by themselves.
Like,
I
category bothers
guess
me.
my question
That
is
category
I
bothers
agree
me.
with you saying Disney loves those people because they spend all their money on Disney and Disney loves you guys. I'm just playing a little bit devil's advocate. What exactly is a negative of that? Like what's detrimental? Are they
I
what's
feel like-
detrimental to the millennial generation or those specific millennials that they're going to Disneyland and spending their money? Like
bro.
what's the bad part?
Yeah.
Is it a cultural detriment or what is it?
I'm about to rip this
That's
wide
juicy.
open, but Double H, I want to hear your.
I've just like on that. I was gonna say I feel like Disney kind of knows what they're doing with that. Like,
for sure.
like it's a that's a marketing segment. They know how to approach that segment. And like you said, they have the money and they're spending it. So it's like they are like kind of oblivious to that. But it also, if in a way, like maybe they're not. Maybe they know that they don't. They
Found the
just love
Disney
it.
adult in chat.
But also I feel like it could be like like for me,
also
I
a
love
Disney
Disney. I
adult.
don't hate it. I haven't been as an adult. I went when I was a kid, but like you know, I'm like indifferent almost. But like when I was a kid, I love Disney movies, and it's like the comfort.
for
Like
sure.
you know, when you're watching a scary movie or something, and then you put on Disney afterwards. I feel like it's like there's some like psychology like intertwined with this that has to do with childhood.
You're tapping into what I was about to say. Number one, though, as a man who spent many a year in Hollywood and worked on many a Disney movie, there is one word. There's two phrases that you learn in Disney in Hollywood right off the rip.
Yep.
Number one,
Woke.
don't mess with the alphabet mafia. Number two, don't fuck with the mouse.
No.
Disney is the most hardcore business in show business by a mile. They treat their employees like shit. They pay their people shit, and they will bend and break every single rule and muscle everyone out at every single opportunity.
I see.
Okay.
So you're saying that's
Disney is a bad company to work for. Okay.
So you're saying
They are a
Disney
bad,
adults are
bad
perpetuating that, and because in a way, I'm just
No, and I'm not even talking about that.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
saying, okay, like, and they
Sorry.
are cucks to the Chinese at every step in the way. They'll take every single woke position in the United States, and then they'll completely whitewash their movies to make them.
Have you seen the latest movies?
Yeah. They'll take all the black people out of their movies for the China release, but they won't do it. They'll do all these woke
Two
things in the United
separate
States.
packages of content,
The
basically.
number one problem I have with Disney
Wait.
adults, it
Hold
is
up.
the perpetuation of adolescence.
Mm-hmm.
It is extending adolescence into adulthood,
Yep.
and it is making man children and women children.
That's this entire building.
What are you talking about?
I,
We're
No,
a bunch
I'm
of children.
like being giddy to be a Disney adult and go to Disney World and ride on the rides when you're not facilitating the dreams and aspirations of children is pathetic.
it's a little
That's all I
weird.
gotta say.
I love you, Nick.
Mic drop. Wait, I
yeah.
can't even drop.
No, yeah, I do. I just think
Peter Pan
I
syndrome.
think I disagree. I know. I
Peter
just
Pan
think
syndrome. Mr. Techno
keeping. I think there is something to say about keeping the child alive in you, but I think there's a fine balance. I do hear exactly what you're saying because
Yeah.
I know the specific Disney adults. Like for me, I'm not saying I'm a
Joel?
Disney adult, but God, I love Disney and I want to go maybe
that's-
once a year.
Yeah, and
So,
you can appreciate that.
yeah.
And look, God, I love barbecue and I love going to state parks, but I don't make that my identity. Right
Guys-
there, I'm talking about what
Ryan Anderson,
I see.
who
Thanks, Nick.
here
Appreciate
has
that.
seen Fox and the
Oh,
Hound?
that was a good movie.
Oh
Okay,
my
Fox
god,
and the Hound.
That was a good movie.
That's hardcore, man.
Yeah.
Fox and the Hound.
That's-
They used to be awesome
Knife
movies.
in the
Oh
heart.
my god,
Yeah.
they
Those-
the team, whoever is, there's a lot that goes into the movies, and like they last for a very long time. So there is something to be said about that. It makes a lot of people happy. It brings a lot of people happiness. So
Yeah.
there is something to be said about
I don't feel like what they're making now is going to make my children happy 20 years from now, though.
Really?
In the same way. No, they're very shallow storylines. They're very cut and copy and paste type storylines. They're not original.
You guys
they don't
should
have any
watch-
Fucking Mulan.
Did
Black
you watch
Cauldron.
Soul? Disney Soul?
No, I've stopped watching Disney.
I think
movies
everybody should
entirely.
watch Disney Soul. Disney Soul is a good one.
No,
Yeah.
They lack depth for me in
Yeah,
comparison.
Anecdotal Smith. Actually, I'm arguing the opposite. That's what
I was gonna
that's
say,
what-
yeah. Hey,
Like they
next
will
time.
capitulate. They will capitulate to the Chinese and their racist ways every day of the week,
Yeah.
and yet say and put on a front to the Americans, saying that they are the most progressive company out there when they are actual just corporate shills, much like Mark Cuban and the rest of the NBA. I think that's all the time we have for this blockchain basement. I appreciate all of y'all coming out here. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that like button. If we don't, we're going to have to let Drew go at the end of the
true.
week.
It's true.
Then I'm
Remember, we are all just spiritual beings having a human experience, even though BJ wants to deny that entirely. But I appreciate
Somebody
all
didn't
of
listen.
you coming out, hanging out. I will see y'all at the top.